Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your main man Steven back again to bring Premier League predictions Matchday 7 of 2025-2026. Indeed, first off we got kicking off tomorrow is Bournemouth versus Fulham. Fulham coming back from a beating from Aston Villa. At last, good evening, Unai Emery's men win the game. Very, very happy for them, because I expect them to stay up. And if they go down, they will get my initial prediction wrong, which I have to change midway through the season, like Matchday 12 or something like that. So indeed it's going to be interesting. But as for Bournemouth, they are a very good, unique team. So Manuel caused us trouble at Anfield in the opening day. And definitely they draw with Leeds, which I think I predicted a draw for Bournemouth against Leeds. If I'm not mistaken, go check out my previous video. I have to go check my prediction, but I think I predicted a draw for Leeds versus Bournemouth. So indeed, that is very interesting. And Bournemouth, Fulham at home, and the Bournemouth at home drawed with Newcastle, beat Brighton. So they do beat some of the good teams, and they lost to Brentford, but that's in the cup, and beat Wolves. And yeah, that's for this season. So Bournemouth versus Fulham head-to-head and in predictions. 6 wins for Bournemouth, 2 wins for Fulham, 5 draws. It's in favor of Bournemouth. So as that is said, I go for Bournemouth win. Bournemouth give Liverpool a tough time, my team. So definitely I go for a 2-1 win to AFC Bournemouth, indeed, in this one. So we move on to the next game. Smash up the like in to 50 subs. And when I get to 100 or more subs, maybe FC Mobile, FC 25-24 career mode will be back, and so on will be back. More content will be back as soon as they get more subs in the house. So please don't hesitate. A lot of you are viewers but have not smashed up that like button. Please smash up the like button and like up the videos. Indeed, that's what we need to do. And leave a comment about your reactions to this content and your predictions in the comments below. So we move on to the Saturday games. Leeds United versus Tottenham Hotspur. Leeds United, Tottenham Hotspurs. In my opinion, Leeds can give Tottenham Hotspurs definitely a very tricky encounter. Leeds might, like I said before the season started, they're my club from the newly promoted team. They're one of the clubs from the newly promoted team that I can see survive. The rest of them go down, but Sunderland proved me wrong. So Sunderland most likely in my updated Premier League table predictions to survive. And yeah, Burnley might just go down, but Burnley need a window so to help them out. Jaden Anthony, you can't only rely on Jaden Anthony for Burnley, but as for Leeds, you have Nanto, you have Calvert-Lewin now, you have Noah Okafor. These guys need to step up, man. These guys definitely need to step up. James Justin, as well, former Leicester man, and Dan James, still there. Namka needs to step up, man. Perot, a lot of players are mentioning these guys' name. But where is Colomwani debut? I'm still waiting in the Premier League for Colomwani proper showing. And Simmons and Kudus to show up in this game. But Leeds at Allen Road can be tricky. I go 2-1 Tottenham. I go Tottenham win. So we move. Arsenal, West Ham. West Ham, new manager bounce. I don't think so. Under Nuno Espirito Santo, I think it was replacing Graham Potter. I think it's a 3-0 Arsenal. There's no way that Arsenal can lose. Arsenal keep getting these clean sheets in the Champions League and in the league. So definitely Arsenal are capable and Gyökeres to do a business here. Eze, I think. Has he scored in the Premier League? Has Eze scored in the Premier League? I don't think so as of yet. I think this might be his debut goal for Arsenal. And definitely kicking off to a flyer, indeed. So, yeah, Gyökeres, Eze, and I think Mikel Merino or one of the defenders of Arsenal, indeed. 3-0 to the Gunners against the Hammers or the Irons, West Ham. My Frenchman Areola will not save them. It is a mess at West Ham at the moment. James Ward-Prowse, Paqueta, and Jared Bowen Fulkrug needs to step up to prove me wrong, but I just don't see it. It's at the Emirates. It's 3-0 Arsenal. Simple as we move. Manchester United versus Sunderland. I'm predicting a shock here. Man United do not look the same Man United. Man United do not look the same Man United. They lost to Brentford 3-1. They lost to Brentford 3-1 after a win against Chelsea indeed. But definitely not good. They lost in the Manchester Derby and barely getting a win against Burnley. But Sunderland looks stronger than Burnley, especially with Granit Xhaka in that midfield. Doing very, very well. I go for a draw, actually. Most people obviously go United win. But I go for a draw, 2-2 draw. I think Lefebvre, my Frenchman, or Isidore, the Brazilian, is he Brazilian? My other Frenchman can definitely do damage. Isidore, man. Big up to Wilson Isidore and big up to my other Frenchman, Lefebvre. You better do the damage on this United team. And yeah, Ballard might be returning from injury. Broadway, I want to see more of him and Andingra in the lineup as well. So you have a lot of talent this and Mayinda from this Sunderland team. But Sesko really has to kick off his Premier League days. He's already scored, I know, but I think that's in the loss against Brentford. But in general, Mainu needs to be back in the starting, and Euro as well. Lenny Euro. And I think they need to change goalkeepers to Le Mans instead of Bayendier, because a lot of United fans are calling them out. And Shaw. They're still using Shaw. It should be Lenny Euro or someone. Shaw is getting called out by a lot of United fans as well. So, yeah. But the more they struggle, the more happy I get this United team. Naeem, the more I see him jinx his team, or the more I see him crying, the more happy I am, you know. Ah, man. Yeah, you know. Chelsea, Liverpool, I hate to admit, bruh. My team is finally in the downfall zone. It's not looking good. 2 losses on the bounce. 1 VAR controversy against Crystal Palace, and somewhat VAR against Galatasaray away, but it was a penalty. It was a penalty at the end of the day, and we have to live with it. It's just so painful living with this, man. Painkillers won't save us, man. But in general, Chelsea are good. I don't know if João Pedro will play this game. I don't think the red card takes from Champions League to the league And recent head-to-head, there's been a lot of draws. 3-1 to Chelsea at the Bridge last May. So not so great. 2-1 Liverpool at not Stamford Bridge. 1-0 Liverpool at Stamford Bridge 2024 February. 1-1 draw. No draw. A lot of draws. So I see another draw this one. 2-2 draw. I go for a 2-2 draw. I hate to admit, I want a 2-1 win for Liverpool. I don't see anything more than 2 goals because we're not scoring like that in the last 2 games. We're not scoring like that in the last 2 games, and it's concerning. It's very, very concerning from Liverpool perspective. It's very not looking good. That's why I'm lost my brain on our form. That's why I have to look through my phone. 2-1 in the cup. That doesn't count. 2-1 in the league. 2-3. We rarely score more than 2 goals. Only once. Only twice. And that was against Bournemouth. As you know, 3 times. Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Atletico Madrid is when we scored more than 2 goals. So, I guess 2 goals for Liverpool is fair. But 2 goals for Chelsea is also fair. 2-2 draw. But look out for Garnacho. Look out for... definitely look out for Pedro Neto. If João Pedro is suspended, but which is in my fantasy Premier League, left to be seen. No, a day before, like most likely tomorrow or Saturday. Actually, Saturday is the game, but which I can't change my fantasy Premier League. I will know by the Friday night, and probably change my FPL for João Pedro, depending on if he features. But overall, I think it's a draw. I'm going for a draw as much as I want a Liverpool win. But I think they should bring Hato and Badiashile at the back. Hate to admit, that's their best 11. But I don't want them to use the best 11. But I want a challenge at the same time. So it's going to be very, very interesting indeed. But the predicted 11, last starting 11, there's George up top and no João Pedro, who is off the bench. I guess he's rested for the Liverpool game. It might be... Yeah, it doesn't say here he is suspended, but Chalobah might be suspended for Liverpool. So, yeah, it might be Hato instead of him with Badiashile at the back. But as for us, I would not want to see Kirkins. I want to see Robbo instead. And I don't want to see Jones. I want to see McAllister, Gravenberch. And I want Salah back in the starting and Frimpong maybe. I don't think we drop Szoboszlai. It might be Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, and Frimpong at right back. And then Salah. And Wirtz, Gakpo. Ekitike pick up an injury, might miss the Chelsea game. I think that's kind of sad. Left to be seen. Hope the hamstring is not serious. And yeah, but I would rather see Isak get to a flyer under Liverpool and Wirtz as well. So definitely not looking as forward to it because I'm not confident, man, after recent performances. But come on, you Reds, prove me wrong. Get all 3 points on the board. Come on, you Reds, man. I go 2-2 draw. So yeah, we move. Aston Villa versus Burnley, guys. Aston Villa, Burnley. I go for Villa win. 3-1. I think Jadon Anthony can definitely show up, but Watkins is starting to show up now. Watkins is starting to show up, especially in the last game. And they have to play Feyenoord today, Villa. Good luck on that. I hope you win it. But scores for the Fulham game: Watkins, McGinn, and Buendia. Good quality players indeed. And yeah, we move. Everton versus Crystal Palace. Everton, Crystal Palace. This can be a cagey affair. 1-0 Palace. I think it's a low-scoring game. It might be 2-1 Everton, I won't be surprised. 2-1 Palace, I won't be surprised, but I go 1-0 for Palace in this one. Newcastle versus Forest. Oh man. 2-1 Newcastle. Forest needs to get back to flying ways at their yard. Well, Forest are in trouble. Even though they have Ange Postecoglou, but I think Eddie Howe is the better manager at the moment. Eddie Howe got in the Champions League. Forest are in the Europa League. But let's see Forest form. Newcastle coming back from massive win against Union FC, by the way, 4-0. And Watermata is becoming a great signing, and some people are already putting banter on him. Come on, bro. Watermata is very great. He's scoring the goals. But, yeah, Sunderland. They lost at home to Sunderland. Sunderland is in such a good form. And they draw away to Burnley. You can't beat Burnley, you can't beat Newcastle, in my opinion. So, definitely trouble for Forest. More trouble. 2-1 to Newcastle. Wolverhampton Wanderers Wolves. Ow! Are they really ow? Versus Brighton. Wolves, man. Wolves might just prove me wrong, get relegated. I predicted them the 17s initially. They might prove 1 or 2 more down. But they did get a draw against Tottenham. And let's not take the cups into consideration, beating Everton after getting revenge after losing to them 3-2 in the league. Beating West Ham and Everton in the cup. Interesting. Well, Wolves win the EFL Cup. That will be interesting if it does happen. I won't back it, of course. I want a new lower tier team to win the cup. It's so boring seeing the big clubs win. It's too easy, these cups, man. Too easy. That's why I don't like these cups as much as anymore, you know. I know it's silverware, but I would rather win a more valuable trophy like the Champions League, which is much, much harder, as not everybody can win the Champions League like Real Madrid, except for Real Madrid. Everyone else is different. And then Premier League, look how many times City won it. It's not easy to defend the title for us as well, so keep that in mind. But Wolves, Brighton, 2-1 Brighton. I still think Brighton is the better team. So the Seagulls will beat them. The Seagulls will keep soaring high. Bradford, Man City. I go 2-1 City. But I'm open for Bradford to upset both Manchester clubs this season. They did beat City before as well, Bradford. So let's hope Keith Andrews, but I don't know if Keith Andrews is the man. Draw last season, 2-2 draw in January. And 3-1 in 2024 at Bradford Community Stadium. 1-0 in 2023. So they did beat City. But am I backing it? No. Haaland, the form Haaland is in, and Foden, Rangers, Rodri. I don't know why Pep doesn't trust Oscar Bob over Savinho. I don't know. Over Bernardo Silva is reasonable, but over Savinho, I don't know. Doku. I think City are getting their form back, and they will win this one. Narrowly 2-1. I say my former Liverpool man, Seth Vandenberg, and Kelleher will stop them. I hope Cavallo features. I hope Fabio Cavallo features and humble City. But I just don't see it. 2-1 City. And that's all the predictions, right? Your predictions tell me your predictions in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. share the video, notification bell on, like up the video. Peace out. Steve Squad signing up. Give me the credit when it's due.